Hello everyone, what's up? Welcome back to Minecraft episode 150, and today is the world tour as promised. So, yeah, we're just going to jump right into it, but I would like to say first and foremost, thank you all for the support. The reason I'm doing this is because I figured a lot of new subs. This is a series that's been going for a long time on my channel. And so I would like to kind of show you guys around the world and just show you guys what's been going on, because I know not everybody is going to go back and watch all these old episodes, because there's a lot of them and they're from quite a while ago too, so they're not even nearly as good as far as the quality and everything else, because a lot of it I did on an old computer, and yeah, so everything's better now, and I just figured a world tour and a world download, which will be in the description, I'll do for you guys. So yeah, what's up everyone? What's going on? Hello Creeper. How's it going? I am in creative mode right now because I'm going to fly around and show you guys. We're going to start first with the world tour right here in our village. So, for those of you who haven't seen the whole village, this is it. Now this is our medieval village. I was inspired by a lot of people just doing medieval stuff through Minecraft. You know, you see people do it all the time. And so I was really inspired to do something medieval, and I never built a project this large. So at the beginning of, that was kind of my idea starting this season. For those of you who don't know, I had a season 1 that ran for about 50 episodes. And it, 50 to 51 episodes, and it was pretty good. But I was not nearly as good of a builder as I used to be. Why is there? I don't get why that block's missing. Lightning strikes, I think. If that's crazy. Okay. Anyways, so wow. Get off of my windmill. So yeah. This I started in episode 51, or no, it was episode 50, I believe. And my first idea, right, we spawned over there somewhere, and my first idea was to build something over here on this mountain that we got rid of just recently. And I was going to build a house over here, and then the whole kingdom was going to be down here, like I did. But I eventually decided on making my house up here on this hill because it's nestled in the corner. I figured I could make this wraparound. That was my idea. Now, a lot of this land was not like this. This was kind of a straight drop off right here. And this river was not here. And a lot of this was like birch and oak forest. And so basically, you know, I just cleared everything out. Kind of started shaping the terrain the way I wanted to. And as we go through this, by the way, I'm going to be throwing up thumbnails from those episodes, just to give you kind of an idea of what it may have looked like, but I don't necessarily know if the thumbnail will tell you much, because my thumbnails used to not be as good. They didn't really have super clear screenshots, stuff like that, so at least not all of them. So yeah, I cleared this all out basically, and I knew I wanted to keep a lot of the natural terrain, so I cleared about a lot of the grass and trees and kept most of the terrain natural. So then I just started digging a river basically. Or no, I think I might have done the walkway first. I think I did the walkway first up, and then I dug out this little river, and then I dug that all the way down there, and connected it with that one. And then before you know it, I mean, I was building the bridges. I was building some of the first buildings. I think these towers were one of the first things I built. You know, and it just all came together. This over here is our mob spawner. Toward the end, we did the wall. Now the wall isn't exactly what I wanted to do. I originally wanted to do a wall all the way around, and that's going to be part of the remodel when we redo this village. But yeah, I really wanted to do it all the way around, but that's a big design challenge, and I had already done so much work. I did about 70 episodes of work and about a year of actual playtime. Of not actual playtime, but like it took me a year to build it to get this done. So at that point I was like, nah, you know, that's just gonna add so many more hours. I want to finish this build, so we're gonna cut corners and we're just gonna end it and kind of make it meet up with the mountain, and the mountain will act as like a natural barrier. But now that I'm thinking about it, you know, I'd rather do something different. So So yeah, we'll figure it out when we come in and do the remodel. But yeah, the village served its purpose. Everything has its purpose. For those of you who don't know, originally it did have villagers inside of it. These were meat guys, like a butcher, and I can't remember the other one. But yeah, there was a butcher and somebody else. And then over here was the shepherd, and above was his house. And yeah, all your animals are over here. This is he's still here because he can't get, eaten. But yeah, he's our cleric, which I think I actually had to put him back. Yeah, because an update or something got rid of him. These were 2 blacksmiths. There's another blacksmith building over there, and there's another blacksmith building over here. And so yeah, these were all just supposed to be blacksmiths. And then like some of these were just random houses, but this one I think was supposed to have the food trader guy, the one that has like the wheat and stuff. Yeah, I believe he was supposed to be up here. And so the whole thing really just came together, and it came together a lot nicer than I ever thought it would. Like, I'm really proud of this looking back at it. Like, it's the biggest build I've ever done in Minecraft for sure. And just even the wall alone, I never put in all the detail I wanted to. I wanted to put cracked stone bricks and mossy and everything else, but even without the detail, I mean, it still looks super, super nice. And just the way I used like certain tricks to keep the flow. And for those of you who don't know, like basically just so I could have the wall flowing like that, I would do, and this is why odd numbers are so important in Minecraft. Little building tip here. I don't want to go too much into this, but odd numbers. So 3, 3. You'll notice this is probably like 7, 8, or 9 or something, and then it connects with it. Yeah. So just odd numbers, and if you have something on the end here, you can connect those ends, and then you don't have to worry about the centers connecting and making it look strange. So yeah, I don't know. You can do stuff like that and make things pretty simple. And especially since I have an alternating pattern instead of like a every few or whatever. So yeah, it's kind of hard to explain. We'll do some building tutorials at some point. That's another thing I wanted to do as well. But yeah, so this is like a tavern over here. This was like one of the big first buildings we made. This is probably the biggest single building in the village. It turned out pretty well. I like it. It was supposed to look medieval, but it was also kind of supposed to be loosely kind of like a Western kind of thing. I don't know. It was really just kind of freestyling and coming up with something. This is my favorite building, and it's the most different. Like, it's the little fishing shack. It's right on the river, got the little thing. And then down here you got the auto fisher. Yeah, like this is probably my favorite building in the village, for sure. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for this place. You know, there's not too much else to say. Let's go up to our house, and yeah. So up here, you know, when I originally made my house up here, it wasn't this style. I ended up remodeling it, but yeah, I was gonna make like a whole road around here as well, connecting everything, and back here was going to be a river. You know, I had all kinds of plans to just keep expanding, but you know, obviously that ended because of just I wanted to get the project done, so I kind of had to know where to stop it. I wanted to work on other things, because granted, I mean, I worked on this for a year. Like, this was like, well, like, please God, let me do something else. And I didn't want to put it on the back burner. I wanted to actually finish it, because I had never finished anything like this. It was just so grandiose and just way bigger than anything I had ever done, and a real building challenge, and it made me a way better builder. So, you know, yeah, I just wanted to finish it pretty much. I've got a lot of ideas for when we come in and remodel. Like, I probably will expand to over here, but for now, it's just our house over here. This is our strip mine over here. There's nothing important. You guys know what a strip mine looks like. So our house burned down in the last episode. We came upstairs and it was gone. I rebuilt it. I didn't quite finish it up like it used to be. I don't even remember how it used to look. I'd have to pull up a video. But I did it. I didn't want to do it up too fancy, because we'll probably end up coming in and doing something else to this place anyway. And so, yeah, once we had built our house up here, this is actually one of the first buildings we built, obviously, because I need a house. We I dug down here and I kind of broke into this cave system and just naturally formed it out, and over time created different things. Created a storage room over here. Our original storage room looked much different. Much different. But now we got this finished. It's like 5 or 6 layers, all auto sorting. And it works pretty well. This is our furnace area. You know, I made this. I remember I created this and I was like, oh, I like that. You know, I have little memories about certain things. When I made this, I was pretty proud of that. And it still works very well too. So yeah, and then just, you know, morphing around the cave naturally and then digging out certain stuff. Like, it ended right here, I think. And then I naturally just kind of, I dug this out myself. And it looks pretty natural. I mean, I'm pretty good at terraforming, if I would say so myself. It looks pretty natural. I think it even looks better than natural. And yeah, same as this. I mean, I dug this out. This ain't natural, but it looks pretty good. And that's going to be where we expand to, obviously. And then you got all this stuff over here. We've got our potion area. I can't remember what episode we did that. I'll probably throw the thumbnail up on screen. Our dogs. I remember we went and found dogs. That was, it's funny because I think I went and got dogs in an episode just to like fill time. Like literally just to say, okay, we have dogs now. Like, it was ridiculous. This is, a lot of you don't know who this is. This is Private Pork Chop. And he is the piggiest. He was, we got him 2 years ago. Over 2 years ago on September 1st, 2014. And he still ain't dead. He's still kicking. So, you know, Private Pork Chop's an OG. We had a zombie pigman, a baby zombie pigman, named Wilson, but he died. He died almost 2 years ago. So we have our little memorial there for him. And yeah, so that pretty much covers the cave. I mean, this is our map wall. This is what our area looks like. You know, I'm really proud of this area. I still want to do a lot of work to it and make it even better. But I'm really proud of this area, and I've gone over it for like 12 minutes now, and I didn't want to talk about it this much, but yeah, this is probably the biggest area on the map, and it's probably my favorite area for sure, just because of what it looks like. Next we're going to go to our nether hub, and we'll discuss it and kind of tell you guys about that. So yeah, when creating this world, I wanted to be super into building. Like, the first season was like builder heavy, but this one was like I want to build things like super awesome. So like, I basically came into it wanting to make a Let's Play world that when you guys, and this is kind of me, when I watched other people play Minecraft Let's Plays, and I was like at the peak of Minecraft, when I was at my peak of interest in Minecraft, and all I wanted to do was Minecraft, I wanted to make my own world that was like, when people watched it, they looked at it and they're like, whoa, like, dude, that is a sick world. And I think I've done that. I've definitely accomplished that. I think people look at my world and they're like, oh shit, like, cool. And I really appreciate that. I'm glad you guys like it. Those of you who have showed interest in it. So yeah, this was just kind of a basic idea. You know, I came in, wanted to make a good center room, and then I had the idea for branching off into 4 different tunnels, and color coding them, which is not a new idea by any means, but it was probably the simplest idea, and I figured I'd use clay, because I believe at the time clay was still relatively new, and I had never really used it, so it was kind of a building challenge to be like, okay, how can I use clay? And also, how can I use quartz? Because I never really used much quartz either. So, yeah, I came in and placed all this stuff, and it turned out really great. I really like it, especially this center room. It looks really nice. I'm really proud of this hub. It's really awesome. I made all these return stations and everything else, and it splits off into 4 directions. I just recently finished up most of it, and I'm really, really proud of it. I think it turned out really well. I'm sorry for these ghasts. But yeah, it sounds really, I mean, it looks really awesome, and I'm really proud of it. Hello, phone. Wouldn't be an episode without my phone going off. So that pretty much describes the tunnel. I mean, not much else to say. Next, we are going to go to our woodland area because this was our second biggest project, and we'll discuss that a little bit. So yeah, we'll see you guys there. Alright everyone, what's up? Welcome to our woodland area. This was probably my second biggest project, and I just realized too, by the way, some of you might want to know how to get here since I'm leaving the world download. It's down the green tunnel. The green tunnel, the first portal you come across. There isn't many portals in the in this world, so there's probably 3 on the green side. There's 1 portal and the Nether Fortress on the red side, 2 portals on the purple side, and 2 portals on the yellow side. Like, it's really simple. So first portal on the green tunnel. That's pretty much all you need to know. But basically, yeah, so we came out here. I wanted to build in this biome. This was a newer biome, and I had never built here. And it was kind of a building challenge. I wasn't really sure the style I wanted to go for or anything. I was kind of hinting at certain things, but I wasn't really sure. So I made that over there, and we didn't build all this right away. We came all the way over here, actually. I wanted to find the perfect spot to build our house. And so I came over here, and we built this bridge, and we started building a mansion over here. Now, I had a weird idea for a mansion where I was going to build it like 3 blocks wide on each wall and stuff, and it was actually a really cool idea, and it started coming together pretty well, but it didn't finish right, and certain little things just weren't as planned out as they should have been, and so it just didn't turn out as great as it should have been. So we ended up scrapping it, and I was having real difficulties at the time coming up with ideas, like real difficulties. So we ended up scrapping it and coming up with an idea for a house we started making. But then I ended up ending this series, and the reason I ended this series we'll get to. Well, actually, I can just go ahead and explain. It's just basically I just got burnt out, and that was kind of toward the start of my break from YouTube. But now we're back, so it's all fantastic. So yeah, that was when I had kind of started getting burnt out a good bit from doing way too much Minecraft. So yeah, this bridge was the first thing we made over here. I was really proud of it, and it kind of laid the foundation. I wasn't really sure how I was going to do stuff over here, but this kind of set the tone for the rest of the area. So then we made this. I think that turned out pretty well, and then we just expanded our road, obviously came over here, and we built this tree. I think the tree turned out really awesome. It's still one of my favorite things I've built in this world for sure. I think it looks awesome, and I want to return here one day and finish it. I think that would be awesome. This was going to be a mine. This was going to be like a legitimate mine shaft. This right here was the front facade, and then this right here was going to be the area that looks like, I don't know what it's called, but you know, if you're looking at like a mine shaft or something, you see like there's a little area where a cart comes up or something, and it dumps off into a trough that will lead down to like a sorter or something, or a conveyor belt or something like that. Yeah, that's basically what this was going to be. Or at least that's what it was supposed to look like. And this was going to be fancy. I was going to have carts and everything else, but it was basically just going to be a facade for a strip mine. Since we were going to be spending most of our time over here, since I was going to make this like our second home, you know, I wanted another strip mine. So that was kind of the idea behind that. So then we started working on this tavern. Never finished it, but it was kind of supposed to be Western based, you know. I think it turned out pretty good. We didn't finish it, obviously. Still very bare. But it was turning out pretty good, and yeah, it was going to have rooms up here. It was going to be pretty sweet. I think it was going to be pretty awesome, and we'll finish that someday for sure. Because like I said, I'm pretty proud of this area, despite the fact we never finished it. Oh, really? There we go. Despite the fact that we never finished it, but we will come over here and work on this someday. So yeah, I was expanding the roads, just coming over here, and I decided to build a dam too. Why not? So this was also something that I was pretty proud of. It looks pretty cool. I like it. Up back here, we were going to fill up the water all the way up to here probably, and then yeah, it was going to come back over here, and we were going to build up this accordingly if we had to, just so it could look like a dammed up river. And then yeah, so that's why this water drops here, and then you got that, and we were gonna like deepen this. Yeah, I was gonna make this a little more, and it was gonna deepen, it was gonna drop down to water level about here. It was gonna even out, and yeah, so then it goes off into the big river. So that was kind of the idea. I know that's not really how dams work. Well, it does. It's not. It is and it isn't. Some dams will completely block up water, and some dams let through water. So this was going to be a dam that let through water, and that's why there's water on this side. But it was just going to be the illusion of, hey, more water on this side, less water on this side, just so you could have a dam, just for looks mostly. But yeah, it looks nice. I like it. I can't remember what we were going to build over here. We were going to build something, and I cannot remember for the life of me. But yeah, we never finished it. This was around the time that I just got burnt out, and I had to take a break from YouTube. I was pretty close to getting a new computer and all these other things, and so I had been doing YouTube for I think a year and a half at that point, and basically I had just been like going hard, like I mean 2 videos a day, like going hard, like Monday through Sunday, like hard, and it was so hard to do. I mean, I work my ass off now, but I do less work, and they're way better quality, of course. And I was on an older computer that was just dog shit. And just trying to do that much Minecraft, dude, I got burnt out. I mean, I got so sick of this game at one point. I mean, I just recently picked it back up after a year and a half of not playing it, because it was like, that's how bad it burnt me out. And I've been playing this game since launch. Yeah, so that killed it. And that's why I'm really hesitant to add a second Minecraft series or make another day for this series or something, because I do not want to get burnt out again. I love this game, and that's why I've been focusing so much lately on like making sure I have plenty of projects to work on and trying to get the ideas flowing. So that hopefully should be, problem solved. What are we to 5, 6? Okay, we're good. It doesn't matter. This is a world tour. This episode might be long. So, yeah, next we are going to head to our Guardian Farm. Yes, let's head to our Guardian Farm. So, yeah, I guess it's down here. We might as well not even cut. I was going to, like, cut from place to place today. I don't know. But, yeah, so we're going to head to our Guardian Farm. Our Guardian Farm, obviously, I got the idea from just watching people make farms. I used Ethos design. So I basically went out, found a Guardian Palace or Temple or whatever you call it, and I blocked it up with glass around the edges, and we got to clearing. And it was an ordeal. Let me tell you, this took forever. Forever, dude. This was, oh my god, it was such an ordeal trying to get all this water out. But it was worth it in the end, because I really do like this farm. It turned out really well. It works pretty well, obviously, as you can see. Yeah, I like it. Where's the zombie? Oh, he's probably in a cave or something under here. I think there's, yeah, ooh. Whoops, I destroyed that block. I forgot I'm in creative mode. Sorry. I'm in creative mode just so I can fly around and show you guys stuff. So, yeah, this was basically our Guardian Farm. It works really well. It took a long time to dig out. We've got our little chamber down here. Let's go down there, I guess, just for shits and giggles to show you guys. So yeah, this is just the collection area. It works pretty well. It's kind of emptied out right now because I've been taking stuff out of it, but yeah, I really like it. It works awesome. As most of you recent people know, we eventually plan on doing an expansion where we're going to do an underwater city, because we've got the terrain for it, and I've done underwater cities before, and we did a little underwater stuff in our season 1 map, but I really want to do it proper, and I think this is like a nice expanse for us to do it in. And I totally think that at some point we're definitely going to come over here and give the old underwater, like Bioshock Rapture type thing a try, and it'd be awesome. Yeah, we'll basically just build, and I'm not sure if I want to do like, little air domes with stuff inside of them, like cities in a bottle type thing, or if I want to like just build straight up underwater with no barrier, but just make sure there's no entries for the water, and just make sure that there's plenty of light on the building. I'm not too sure what I want to do with that yet, but we'll figure it out. So next, let's head to our skeleton farm. So this is just a mob farm. We've been here. Most of you guys have seen this. This is something recent I've done. This is the collection area where I basically just come put all our bones, arrows, and bows, and that's that. We're gonna hold on. There we go. So yeah, it doesn't work that well anymore because of the mob entity thing now. So we're gonna convert this over to just a mob killer, where basically I'll probably raise this up so they drop more blocks, and they drop, they land, and their items just get filtered into here, and then I'll filter them myself to wherever else they need to go. Because now that books, I want to make a library, and this is no longer going to be a level up area. We don't need all the enchantment stuff over here, so we can get rid of all the books from over here, get rid of this, and so this is going to get redesigned to hold armor, and everything else will go in here, and that'll be that, and it'll be awesome. So that is definitely a project for the future. Probably one of the easier things we can do, and probably one of the things we'll end up doing sooner than later. For those of you who don't know, this is kind of designed off of like Northrend type stuff in World of Warcraft. So yeah, Northrend is like my favorite area in the World of Warcraft. I've been a long time Warcraft player, and there's like certain little I can't remember the name of it, but there's certain areas that have this real like Viking type, like Nordic look with like, I don't know, it's just hard to explain, and this just kind of gave me the feel of it, and the colors basically is kind of what mimics it, and just the wood and everything else, and it really is what inspired it, and I think it turned out really well, and I really like it. So yeah, this is one of my favorite things I've built, actually. It's pretty simple, but I don't know, it turned out super well. So next, we're going to go to our... There's two things I won't show you guys today. There's three things I won't show you guys today. Our Nether Fortress, because it's not a building, it's not anything of importance, and our area where we dig out sand. Just know those are both down here. If you download the world, you can go check those out yourself, but they're not important. Our iron farm will hop in real quick. It's more recent. We still have to build stuff around it, but it's something I did before I returned in preparation for the return, and also in preparation for building the storage building, because I knew I would need tons and tons of iron. So yeah, we have two iron farms there, and they work pretty well. That's pretty much that. You guys have seen our Ender farm. That is the only thing in the Ender area. Basically, you spawn in, there's a bridge, not gonna go there. So I guess really the last thing to show you guys is our jungle area. So our jungle area, oh, there's also a mesa biome, but that's just where I dig out all of my clay. It's also not important. I'll show you guys where that is down this tunnel. So the green side is by far the biggest tunnel. The mesa stuff is right down here. So yeah, it's the second one. And then the third one is our jungle farming area. So this was also a big project that we started but never finished, and I do plan on finishing someday. I do for sure want to finish this. This is you know, as long as we keep this world going, I plan on keeping on working on it, and I'm going to try to avoid creating a bunch of new unfinished projects before we finish certain things. So that's why we've already started beginning the expansion of our medieval village and kind of trying to rework it, and also trying to I'm starting to, like, I finished up our nether hub, and I'm just starting to get ideas for other things as well. And so it's coming together slowly but surely. I'm getting back into a rhythm of Minecraft building and getting a feel for things. So yeah, let's head down. This is by far the longest tunnel. This took forever. It's really far away. So it's in a jungle biome. I don't know why I built it in a jungle biome, but this was loosely based off of Zisto's. Zisto's, like, I can't remember what the word is, but he basically made this thing. It was like a house in the center, and he was gonna make column pillars for farms. And it gave me an idea. I was like, well, damn, I could build a huge thing straight down into the ground, and basically each level will have a farm on each side, right? And you can just have farms for everything. And all of the stuff that you might want more of can be stacked. I could do in columns and pillars around the top, like Zisto's thing. And I was a little hesitant about it because I used to be I don't know. I used to watch those guys so much, and I used to get so much inspiration from them. And so it's a little copy-ish. I don't like saying that because I don't feel like I was copying them, and I don't really necessarily like that word either, because taking inspiration is different from copying. If I would have built something he built, then that would have been different, but I'm just taking inspiration from the simple idea that, hey, you can build, farms in a circle in a circle on platforms in the sky. That's like the basic idea. And yeah, but I added my own element to it where I have this huge layer of farms down in the center, and it was going to go all the way to bedrock. And so yeah, I still plan on finishing this, but one thing we need a lot of is quartz and glass and red clay. Or actually, I think every layer was going to be a different color too. I don't know how many layers there are, but I think there's like 12. But yeah, we'll do a different color on each layer, and each layer was going to kind of serve a purpose. We might do it randomly, but yeah, at some point we will come through here and finish this. It's huge. It looks crazy just staring at it from here, but it looks insane. So yeah, that pretty much covers the world tour. I mean, like I said, the areas I'm not showing you guys are the Enderman farm, because it's really easy to find. It's in the yellow tunnel, the last portal. It's you drop into the Ender and you immediately get hit with the area that looks like it's built. You head down that rail track area, and the Enderman farm's right there. And the same as any other areas that are farming areas, or our Nether Fortress, which is basically just a wither skeleton farming area that is unfinished. So that pretty much covers everything in the world. It doesn't look like much, but I mean, 70 episodes or so was building that medieval village, and then we started working on all these other things, and they started coming together. But like I said, I just got burnt out, and things just weren't going super great at the time, and a lot of stuff happened. But we're back now. Everything's going great. I'm really happy with you guys' support. You guys support the hell out of me, and I really appreciate all the love you guys have been showing for this series and Planet Coaster and all these other series, and just the amount of subs I've gotten recently. My channel is the biggest it's ever been. I'm not big or anything, of course, but just the fact that you guys are coming and showing support and letting me know you like the videos, I really, really do appreciate it. So yeah, this world tour is for you guys. I hope you guys watch it and you can connect with this world more, especially you newer guys. Yeah, we will continue on. The next episode, I don't know what we're gonna do quite yet, but it's a week away, so we have time to figure it out. We'll look through our journal and see what we want to tackle first. Yeah, other than that, not much else to say. I'm gonna head back into survival mode before people freak out. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. And I will see you guys next time. So yeah, see you guys later. Oh, also, world download below and in the description. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. Go play the world yourself.